Hi guys, in the previous video we talked about the different types of filter. It's very important for you to try at least to grasp and memorize certain important key phrases, key concepts around describing each filter. If you remember, last thing we talked about was the order of operations. This definitely a question will come in the quiz about that. All right guys, filtering data. Filtering data is very important. We already covered some grounds in class, but in this video I would like to just go over the slides, because in class I did not go over the slides, right? I just told you let's do this, let's do that, this is a way to do filtering, this is why we do filtering and all that, but now I would like to go more by the book. So if you're building a view with your company data and you would like to show the market trends and how certain products sell better during certain months of the year, and there's a lot of data, you would like to probably exclude some data or narrow the data that is shown in the view. Dimension filter restricts categorical data in the view. The members presented or the members or the elements of that dimension could be actually included or excluded depending which feature you're using or property you're using with the dialog box of the filter. Not only the dialog box, but there's also like when you hover over the marks on the view, you could also include or exclude items accordingly. So the easiest way to do the filtering in the dimensions dimensional data in the view is to include or exclude any data by hovering over or selecting the marks first, and then you hover over and keep, you click keep, here you hover over, you select certain marks, and then you hover over and keep only or exclude. Do you see that? Keep only, like keep these only, or exclude. In the view, as you can see, this is a view where we had a scatter plot of two measures. So you create a scatter plot when you have two measures, one placed in a column, another placed in a row. In our case here, we had sales versus profits. With sales versus profits, guys, we will have a profit colored, so some profits here in the color, and we in fact let's recreate this together. Let's do that. Let me get rid of that, and here let's create it together. So we have two measures, profit and sales, and what we need to do, okay, profit and sales, or let's switch them as in the slides. They are both sales. God, here's profit. Oh, okay. Here's profit and sales. And let's switch the order. Okay. And the profit of sales, where's the profits or sales coming from? Coming from the customer. So let's add the customer, maybe ID or name, either one. This is the ID. Let's see if it should be the same, right? Because every customer has a certain ID and name. I think this data set is different. Maybe this is a different data set than the set that I'm using right now with you. In any case, we might have a different distribution here, but we have some profits, some of sales. And let's see the profits. Hold down the Control key and drop the profits into the color. So we will see here the profits below 0. And it's in orange. You can put it in red if you want, but it gets more intense. The color gets more intense as the amount of deficit actually increases as well. So over here, guys, we have the if you want to select, how do we select here? You can just select like that. For example, let me select with more precision. Here from the 0 all the way down. I would like to group these, not a group, we're doing filtering. Would like to filter these and just show these. Oh, what happened? Again. So here you select and then drag and, how can I drag and drop? The thing is, I've done this. What's going on here? Okay, I'm sorry, you don't drag and drop, you just keep only. So I kept only this. Of course I wasn't very here. Now I am more precise. Excuse me guys. So over here, and then wait for it and keep only. Okay, and then this is what happens. You will have this added to your filter card, and here you just hit keep only. Okay, so when you use the keep only or exclude options, dimensions are automatically added to the filter shelf, or measures in our case. We'll add the customer name filter to the filters shelf when you filter customer names from the view. Okay, that's correct, we've done it. Okay, filter by dragging dimensions to the filters shelf. So we know this already. We can filter these fields in the data pane immediately to the shelf. A quick method would be also creating filters in the view by creating a quick filter, right-clicking the field in the data pane and selecting show filter. We can do that also. It's very interesting. Or we can also create, I will show you how to use this filter. In default wise, this filter will only be used in this view. If I create one other view, this won't be here unless I go ahead and use this filter in multiple views. For example, apply to worksheets, all using related data sources, all using this data source, or only this worksheet. So I'm going to just put all using this data source, for example. So here, if we are going to work now with anything that will take the customer name, for example, over here, I'm going to drop sales. I'm going to drop profit. Yeah. And then I'm going to drop the customer name in there. So you can see that this is not all the customers. These are the customers here. The filter was applied. The customer name filter was applied automatically. Do you see that? Because this customer filter is this customers, or this plot has the customers here from 0 with with negative profits and sales. So negative profits up to 0 here and negative, you see. So these are the ones that we've selected here. Do you see that? Profit is 0 and sales, but the orientation is different. So let's put the orientation so that you can see that they are the same. Do you see that? So this filter was applied automatically here in the worksheet because I set this filter to be global, you see? Only this worksheet. Then because I created this before I changed the setting, it will still be there. But now let's start from a new. If you start from new here, adding sales and profit, and here's the customer name, it's going to be all normal. There's no filter. Yeah. Let's continue here and customize the appearance and interaction of a dimension filter. Okay, another way is for us to add a filter. Let me show you. For example, over here we can add a filter on, I want to see only profits higher than 0. So instead of, I could do it either by selecting and keep only, yeah, or I could just take profits and drag it to filter, and then I can go next, and the range of data, or at least 0, yeah, excuse me, and then apply. I can do that, or I can take a profit from here, hold down the control key and drag it to the filter, same situation, yeah, and put at least 0, and then apply that, and okay. So now I have all sales and profit higher than 0, so in the plus. Let's say that you would like to show the filter. You can show the filter here, so you can use this slider. I love this slider because with this slider you can change your mind and see other things, you know, and see more of the view. With show filter also, you could here click to show all the values, or click to show the filter, or here you can filter actually. So this is like a quick filter. Another way, let me just check. Another way that you can do that is basically go to profit and show filter here. So show filter, and then you can filter here. You see that? So the first way is what I showed you earlier. You can select in the view and say, I want to show this only. So you can keep only this. Another thing that we've learned is to drag this profit from the data pane, or drag the profit from here, but hold down the control key to create a copy of it, and then apply whatever filter you want. Over here, the filter card won't show automatically. You have to go drag and show the filter. Yeah. Now, an easier and faster way is to basically go to profit and add a filter. So show the filter, and immediately it will place it in the filter. I think this is a better way if you are if your intention is to use the filter card. So if you are asked which is the fastest way to add a filter with a filter card, yeah guys, what's the fastest way where you can add a filter, where you can filter on a measure or on a field dimension, and have it concurrently adding the filter card or showing the filter card, is basically going on the data pane and show filter basic. Let's say that you want to see a certain region, show region. Isn't that awesome? Show region. So now with the show region, look at the difference here. With the show region, we have different dimensions, but we have also all. So we can have all, or we can have only central, we can have only east, we can have only south, or only west, or we can have a selected number of them. Okay, I think this is now you have you can recall the different ways of creating a filter. The easiest and the way that the quickest to get a filter and show its card is to go to the data pane, guys, and right click and show filter. Then you can also filter by selecting the values, not dragging, I'm sorry. You have to wait and keep only. Don't drag, it won't work. I don't know why it has happened. I think I was reading about sorting or something, and that we drag and drop. I got a bit stubborn around dragging and dropping. I think we can drag and drop. I don't know why I'm under the impression that I can drag and drop. And I still persist. Let's see why I have this in my head, that I think that I can drag and drop. Let's see. No, you can't drag and drop. So why am I insisting on that? I don't know, guys. I'm so sorry. Why am I insisting that I can drag and drop from the marks, which is not true? You can't. Can you drag and drop this guy? No, you can't. It's just in my head. I don't know why it is in my head, guys. I really sincerely apologize. You can't. So anyway, embarrassing myself. So here's about customizing the appearance. Dimension filters starter. I think I have the file open. Okay, so this is the dimension filter starter. This has the solution? I already had the solution. Okay, I need to save it without the solution. So this is an exercise that you need to work on. Basically, I'm going to give you some time to work on it on your own. You won't have these filters here. Read the question and follow along, and you should have something like this. Okay, you should have something like this. So please read the exercise and answer the question. I'm not going to ask you to write the answers of the question for now. Measure filters. this is an example of a measure filter. Usually with measure filters here, I give you an example of cross tabulation so that you can see exactly how you do this. So there's a level of detail here, an excessive level of detail. You have a category here, you have furniture, suppliers, office supplies, and so on. And then you have the subcategory. So this is a different data set. So this is the data set that we're using. So let's recreate or reproduce this together. So I have the category, subcategory, and the year. So here's the category. Here's the subcategory. And where's the year? The year is the date order, isn't it? Yeah. And here is the year. In fact, the year is here. Yes. Year of order, isn't it? Let's take a look, guys. Year of order, yes. And then also the year is here on top. So I hold down the control key, but instead of a year and a quarter, I'm just gonna stick to a month. Yeah. So this is the outer shell. So for those students who are familiar with pivot tables, they understand what we're talking about. So here we have the outer shell, and in the inside here, the quantity, I believe, right? Yeah, quantity. So let's take the quantity, guys, from the measures. Yep, right there. And just drag it and drop it there. Perfect. Now, what's the question is telling us, or what are we doing? We, in fact, are filtering on region and on year, on category, and on quantity, seems to be. We're also putting the sum of sales on color. So let's put the sum of sales, guys, on color. That's quite interesting example. So the sales, let's put it in color. I don't want it to be the color here of the text. I would like it to be the color of the the background color. Believe it or not, let me just check here in the color. I need to review my notes, guys, here. I need to see not the border, but I need to see how do we color the cell rather than coloring. Forgot how to do that. Format, pane, maybe. There's no coloring here. Let me check my notes, guys. This is quite an interesting example on how to add the color not to the measure itself but to the cell. I kind of like, I have to admit, I have to admit. Let's carry on for now. So what's the exercise? Let's filter on region, and I want region to be central. So let me go just put region here. Where's region? Okay, so this is a different data set, seems to be. Okay, maybe not, because it is under here, under this hierarchy. So I need a region. I'm going to show the filter, guys. Show filter, and I need not all regions, I need south, right? And then, or central, let me check. Is it central? Central, okay. And then year of order, and then quantity, okay. So I need central. And then I need quantity here. Also, I'm gonna show the filter. So here quantity is 1 to 75, exactly as we have it here, 1 to 75, okay. And then I need a category, but the category I'm not sure what are we filtering on. So, but let's put anything for now. So let's show the category filter, and let's say that we want only the furniture. Yeah, that's nice. And then what else? Let's take the year of order. It's not clear also from the slide. What did I do earlier here? So date of order date is right there. Can I show a filter here? But yeah, so here's the order date. It comes in a filter because it's a data part. It's gonna come in terms of years. So you can put whatever year you'd like. As you can see here, do you see the years? Why we're filtering on years? So we're filtering so that we can have control over the different LODs, the level of detail. So we can filter on category, so we can have as many categories in the views as we wish. Then different subcategories if you want also, that will be interesting if you want. And then the year, and then the quantity as well. So if you want to see if the quantity is in the top 20 or top 20% or so. Actually, most of the quantity seems to be around this mark. Yeah. Anyway, this is how you filter, and this is the only thing that I would like to look up, in fact, is how to have this coloring. Maybe here. No, not really, no, not on the size. No, not the text for sure. Let me check how do we color the table rather than the text itself. I need to check this out, guys. I have to admit that maybe here. No, this is not what I want. Let me look it up and see how do we add the color to let me check them. It's square. The mark here is square. And the sum of sales is both on text. Yeah, it will be on text, of course, and here on the color. Let me try this out, guys. So over here, let's take the sales again. Okay. How come it disappeared now when I want it? Okay, let's take the sales, put it in color. Yeah, and then change this to square, and here it is. Voila. Wow. I kind of forgot how to do this. These are little tricks for advanced formats, but it's quite interesting. In fact, I would remember this for the rest of my life because I'm quite half embarrassed having this recorded as well. But it's okay, guys. I am just a human being. We all just human beings. We could forget how to do things, but my challenge is to work with Tableau more often so that I won't forget how to do things. So basically it's with the marks card. So there's a difference between the color as automatic, which is coloring the font, and the color as a square with cross tabulation. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? I think so. In fact, the color is acting funny right now because here I was playing around with the color steps. So if you add the steps here, it's gonna look more awesome, I believe. So here we go. It's gonna look more shaded. All right, guys, let me check if we have still some other things to do. The table calculations filters, I'm gonna go over it later because we haven't still done any table calculations. It's quite tricky with Tableau. Like, I can't teach you like advanced stuff without going over filters for you to see interesting things. And at the same time, at the same time, here, when I want to teach filters in a full view, we're gonna still have to wait. So I will trust that you're gonna come back to visiting this table calculations filter and to the whole material as a review process before attempting the Tableau certification. So here's another exercise. So your manager would like you to see all this central region as we've done before. Put the profits with a certain adjustment. Here I have the exercise explained for you. Now you know how to get the color, how to color the cells. And please answer these questions. So use this same file that I have already for you, the dimension filter, but not the solution one. The dimension filter, I'm not going to give you the solution. So you need the dimension filter. And over here, please try to follow with this exercise. And on top, double click and type question 1 and your answer. So here, question 1, what's your answer? A, B, C, D. And you have other questions also. In here, you have A, B, C, D. So create a filter on date. Also, create a filter on a discrete date and follow along and answer the question. Yeah? So I created already all the filters for you, even on date, but you might need to work with filters as as months or years. So you need to answer the questions, add the filters in the exercise. And over here you have question number 3. So answer also the question number 3 here. So please type in question number 1 answer, then question number 2 answer, then question number 3 answer. All right, so I think this is it for today, I believe. This is all what I have for you for today. Wish you the best of luck. Whatever time remaining, please complete the exercise on your own and submit it to the assignment file. I believe I did make some changes here on Moodle. I put all the flip class data files in one folder rather than putting them separately. And then I will ask you to submit the assignment. The assignment I would like you to submit is basically the assignment of the dimension filter starter. So please submit only this as an assignment. And I will write also on the page exactly which ones that you need to submit. All right, guys, thank you so much for today. Wish you the best of luck and have a great weekend. I'll see you again on Tuesday.